All right, guys, Charlie Barley back. I think we may have a final working model. It's only been 100 hours that I've spent on it. But what I'm going to do, guys, now this is not open yet. The site is still under site maintenance. But I figured I'd let you guys just kind of snoop around and at least show you what's new and what's going on. A couple things. One, you cannot click on the ground up. Once you get back in the ground up, I don't even think you can click on team play either. Yeah. So team play and ground up does not work. Well, it does work, but I actually cut it off just because of the bugs. All right. So the only app that we can get into right now is the actual live trading, which is where you kind of want to be anyway. I know some of us were excited about ground up, and there were a lot of good movement on ground up. It's just going to take a little bit longer for ground up, but let's see if we have the standard trading post working correctly, because I swear to God, man, this thing gives you a fight until you can do it right. But one of the things that I did was try to make it simple and easy for everyone. So that, you know, in going forward, we don't want the bugs, obviously, but we want ease and simplicity as much as we can give it. All right, so I actually already played a couple games, but let's just go ahead and simulate what a game would look like. So we just started another shoe. Remember, we always have to put outcomes here, outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now these should be lighting up, so once you get back on, when it's time to put in the next outcome, it's going to be lit up like Michael Jackson. I think it was Billie Jean when he was walking on those steps and the steps lit up. So that's what this is. All right, so let's put in some all right, so basically to complete a game, you have to complete hands 1 and 2. That was some of the logic that was going on, because at first you could put in 1, and then if you won on the first hand, the game would be ended, which is technically true. But the way that we're doing it now, you have to complete both hands. So even though you may have won on both hand 1, you're not going to be able to go to hand 2 or game 2, or you're not going to be able to what's the word, calculate or add the previous win or the win to your bankroll column until both hands are complete. All right, so this is, we are on, this is not games played 1. All right, so this is the second hand. All right, so this is the third game. So the third game is when we actually start playing. And again, this is going to highlight. So here's the last outcome we're going to put in. And as you can see here now, it clearly shows banker $20. If you lose H1, $40, you can see here. But what's really important is, are these algorithms? Are these algorithms working? And for what I could see, this is working just fine. All right, let's see. We're gonna lose this one on purpose to see what happens. All right, so when we lost that one on purpose, what I did notice is that the units didn't change. All right, so let's go ahead and add that back in. All right, so basically I just wrote in a code that says if we're, and this is, again, these are bugs, okay? Small bugs, the bigger bugs are gone. Hopefully, thank God. And I still see another bug. So see right here, this right here, active. And this one actually should be the active algo. But here's what I wanted to show you guys, what I've did in case there are bugs. You see how these algorithms are at 67, the percentile? You should always be on an algorithm that's 90% or better, all right? And it should prompt that which is why this says active, and you can see it's prompting based on this active, but this is not the correct, this is a bug here. So if you ever see this and you go here and you look and see 100% ready, or right now here, go and jump on these ones. All right, now with that said, that's for you to actually make the best bet. But what's going to happen is when you do that, it will record based on this active. But if you ever see where this is active and at a lower than 90%, and you want to continue to play, find the algorithm that's at 100. All right, now systematically it may not show, but I could adjust that in the back end. Send me a screenshot, as you can see here, right? End of session. Actually, you know what you can do? You can go into contact us and send it. Go into contact us and you can send it there. All right. So already I see a couple issues. One, this active, and then two, this is not adjusting. So this is kind of what I mean when I say little bugs. All right. And it's a nuisance. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's an absolute nuisance. But I think the for the standard model, if these are the only two, I think I see a third one, but if these are the only three things, we should be ready probably tomorrow. All right. But so far, everything else about the algorithm is performing adequately. I do know we have to make some adjustments on the front side. Typically, I haven't seen anything wrong on the back end or on the analytics on the back end. All that still looks pretty much intact and in par. What I'm going to do here really quick is just check, because it didn't record the -3. But what I want to do is see if it actually recorded it in the admin stats. So I'm going to go and take a look at that and see if we can get that. Right now you can see where it says loading games. Now this is on my side. Okay. So this is the admin panel that I'm going into. And typically, like, this may even be a bug itself. The fact that this is taking this long to load. As a matter of fact, we can add that to our issue. All right, so I'm going to put that in there. And see, this is what you have to do with when you're working with AI. You have to do multiple requests. I guess it works. It just takes a minute, I guess. All right, what I want to do though, let's go and see. Let's see if I was able to capture the most recent analytics. Now, if that's the case, then that's going to be really, really big. All right, and you can see here, right here at where is he getting 556 from? 536. Okay, so the timing is wrong. That's not right. But we only played one game. We only had 4 games, and it was a manual entry. So we can see here that the analytics are correct. This lifetime -46 units was me testing it, so don't think I'm just blowing it. This is all based on testing. All right, even down here, like, this is all based on testing, and it actually screws up the numbers too, because the reality is that our numbers are much better than the total user stats. They're much better than this. It's all right. 57, 30. They're better than that. It's just that when I tested it, I had to force losses in order to test it. All right, guys. Well, look, I just wanted to show you that we're going to probably be reopening the site tomorrow instead of maybe in a few days. So it's looking pretty good that we're going to be likely jumping in tomorrow. So I will be sending emails out to all of the users and everyone and all of the trial members about the quote unquote, not relaunch, but the end of the most recent maintenance request. And again, this is not a thing where it's the maintenance issues are the bugs and dealing with this AI. But I can tell you, considering it all, there's no way I could have done any of this without AI, inclusive of the bugs and the times it takes. So this is really good. But with that said, it still doesn't bar from our ability to do it, even if without AI, using the standard model. So at the end of the day, this is always a very solid backup. But we're going to try and get this back on tomorrow, if not today. We still have a few more things I want to do, and hopefully we will have this all lined out for you guys today or tomorrow. With that said, thank y'all so much for staying tuned, staying locked. More coming. Until the next time, guys, take care.